moment. Boys and girls, I couldn't think of a better place to be right now than in front of all of you with my brand new book. I had a choice when I decided to launch my book. I could have gone to a few different places, and I said no to all the other places because I wanted to launch my book in front of all of you. And so a little bit about me. So for those who don't know me, I've been a teacher for 22 years and I've been working at Xavier for, this is my 8th year. And a bit sad as well. But excited. It's a happy sadness. It's a happy sadness. Because to launch a book is a big thing. And I wanted to give this book to all of you. And so to stand here is just an exciting moment for me. So I said no to all the other places that I could come and launch my book right here with all of you tonight. So it's a very exciting thing for me to be here. And I've got my family, which is lovely as well. So, we started my dreams. To write a story has always been a big dream in my head. And to be able to create a book with characters that are exciting, characters that make everybody love reading, that's been a big, exciting dream that I've had. And I remember a few years ago, I was reading, I think it was the 26-story treehouse. And I was reading in the library. And everybody loved the story so much. And I loved the illustrations in the book and how everybody was able to just get involved in the story. And I've seen all the Treehouse series books come along and I've seen how they've created a magic for everybody to love reading. So I thought, well, I need to make a book that everyone in our school can find magic as well. So for 6 years, I've been making a magic book. And I hope that you think it's magic as well. So I have hopes and I hope you love it. So far, everyone who has read it so far, there have been a few people who've been lucky enough, they've come to me, and the best thing, somebody came to Mr. B the other day, put the book on the library counter, and I said, how was it? And she said, Mr. B, it was awesome. And so that is the best review I could ever have. So I hope that you love my book. If I have a hope, that's it. I've got some favorite parts in my book. And what I love about drawing, now, believe it or not, I'm actually not I wasn't an artist as a child, but I've always loved drawing pictures. And I went to speak to somebody who was a real professional artist, and they gave me the best advice. They said, no pictures have to be perfectly real. And so that's why I thought, okay, well, this is definitely not real. You can make a neck that's 1,000,000 miles long, with teeth bigger than feet, and eyes that are so huge. And whenever I drew a picture, I had that in the back of my mind. It doesn't need to be perfect. But I thought, because his name is Do It, I could do it too. So that inspired me that nothing needs to be perfect. I love to be able to put words into pictures. So through my whole story, I've tried to create words as a part of the illustrations. So when you read the story, you've got to look at those pictures and you've got to be able to understand the story as a part of the pictures. So I think you'll love the words, and I had a lot of fun creating and making the words and making them look as exciting as I possibly could. I remember just this word, huge, took me about 5 hours to make this one word over here because all those little lines were separate lines. So it was a lot of fun. The about was actually pretty quick, maybe 5 minutes. But this huge word was a huge amount of time. This cupboard over here, I'm a big stealer of myself. I've got a cupboard in my own house, and I took a photo of that cupboard, and I stole that idea and I stuck it into the book, and I decided to do something crazy, and I put a building behind it that went all the way up to Mars. So anything that you have in your house can become awesome. So here's a normal cupboard in my house. It made it into the book. So you can steal from yourselves. That's the only person you're allowed to steal from. And I had a lot of fun just playing with words. So this one is about a king who's got no bum, because all books need to have problems with bums. So he's got the toilet, the basin, the royal throne, the door, the no bum. Tricky. So all sorts of crazy ideas. I had a lot of fun doing. And this is the official How to Run for Your Bum guide. Step 1, you need to hold it calmly and walk away. If that's not working, go to step 2. Keep holding your bum, find a lost pot like you do, and walk faster. And if that's still not working, place the pot over your bum and run like the wind. There we go. So, had a bit of fun making that one. And now for my stinky fears. Now, I put the slide up for a very important reason, because I used to struggle to read. And I wanted to make books. When I was in grade 1, and I was telling the children, when I was in prep in year 1, I used to really find reading hard. And I had to do prep in year 1 twice. And so my fears, my stinky fears, was that I would never be able to write books, or be able to write anything, or read. And so this book proves that even if you find reading hard, one day, if you keep on practicing, no matter what you do, you will get better and better and better. And maybe one day you could also write a book. So if you struggle with reading, you don't have to worry. And because of that, I actually made, in each of those books, you'll find a little piece of paper in the front. I had long service leave at the end of last term. I spent a week of that long service leave, that's all I had, making an audio book that is available free on my website, and you'll see little information there. So if you're struggling to read, if you find reading hard, well, listen along and listen to the story, because listening to stories is as important as reading. So don't worry about stinky fears. Fred Dewitt, I love the name Fred Dewitt. I thought he went through about 10 different names as I was writing it, and I eventually finished with the word do it, because if he can do it, anybody else can do it. So I just love that name, do it. And Fred is just a Fred. That's the most normal name I could think of, and I thought, well, he has to be one of you, and he has to be one of me, just a normal person who wants to get things done. So Fred Dewitt that's how he got his name. Would you like to hear chapter 1? All right. Chapter 1. Where's my daughter? She's going to control the PowerPoint for me. All right. Here you go, Jen. Okay. Come a bit closer to the words. Chapter 1. Lights, words, action. This book is officially open. Allow me to introduce myself. Hi, I'm Fred Dewitt, the one and only. Picture of me from above, picture of me from the other side, and picture of me from my good-looking side. I'm not one of those fake book characters. I'm the real deal. I can breathe and laugh, and my eyes really work. It's true. I'm also the story guy in this book. In fact, I'm actually in my book. And this is an awesome setting that I've made. It took me a while to construct, but I think it'll be worth it. Right now I'm standing in a forest, a big, dark and gloomy forest. Massive trees surround me. Their shadows are long and eerie. Leaves crunch beneath my feet. I forgot to say that this book is a kids-only book. It's definitely not written for teachers. I had to lock this teacher away in a toilet. If I didn't, he would have read this book to his class. Now he is stuck in there forever. Let's come back. Staff only. It's not funny. How would you like to be stuck in a toilet and there is feet coming out the back of the toilet? Oh my goodness. It's better this way, because now there are no teachers left in the school. It's the best place now. The kids get to do whatever they want. Each day, a different kid gets a chance to be the principal. When I become the principal, I'm going to start an eat ice cream all day class. The school will look like this. It's a teacher-free day every day. Free ice skating behind the school, all-day art class, eat ice cream class. It's got a trampoline class, and if you work too hard, you get sent home for working too hard. So, I've got a great idea. If this book has a school with no teachers, then it also needs to have a machine that does homework for kids. You'll be able to slide your book in and then magic. Your book will come out of the other side with your homework all done. That means happy parents, extra TV time, and kids free. Homework book, maths machine. Homework machine, maths book, science book, history book, writing book, assignments, and any other book. Cool, you would say. And when I drew this picture, his feet came straight out of the bottom of the suitcase, and my daughter said to me, "Dad, you need to change that picture, it's all wrong." I said, "Perfect. You can stay just like that." So, I have a problem. There are some bad characters out there, really bad characters. But don't worry, I've got the best character removal plans up my sleeve. Check this plan out. Hi, Fred. Yeah? I stepped into the invisible machine. Oh, where are you? Here. Where? Here. Where? Silence. And now your voice has gone. You guessed it. It has something to do with making bad characters disappear. It'll be like, now you see them, and now you don't. How cool is that? My greatest fear is a book invasion. Hopefully this will not happen in my story. Uninvited characters are terrible and scary, and I will not allow them to invade my book. No way. A book of uninvited characters. You see, most books have many characters, but my story is different. It's going to be a book all about me. Once, when I tried to write a story, I used heaps of characters. One character dug a hole right through my book. It would have been my biggest book ever. Now nobody will be able to read it. Not so long ago, things became worse. I was about to finish writing when I noticed that a few pages were missing. I saw red. That happened to me, and it was all because of Knuckle Nostril. She was a useless character. I don't have any skills. No problem. You can have a standstill job at the back of an illustration. Giving her a job was my greatest mistake. She became jealous watching the other characters having fun. One day I caught her sticking her finger up her nostril. She pulled out something long, green and stretchy. Then she stuck it onto the illustration. "That's revolting," I told her. "Well, I never pulled it out on purpose," she lied. I remember saying to her, "Put that back where it came from." She refused. Then the unthinkable happened. When no one was looking, she tore off a page. "Say goodbye to this page." I was mighty cranky. "That's your ticket to book character heaven," I told her as I put her onto another piece of paper and rubbed her out. Characters cannot be trusted, so prepare yourself for a story about me. So that is chapter 1. Chapter 2 is called Mr. McFlea, so I wonder if it is only going to be about him. You'll have to read. Fred Church's Wacky Plan really fails to find out what happens. So I hope you love it, and I hope you really get excited about books, excited about writing, because that's why I did it. I did it to inspire us all. Now, boys and girls, it's time.